After months of demonstrations, Standing Rock protesters were handed a victory Sunday.
New tonight, the Army Corps of Engineers denied a permit to allow construction of a key section of the Dakota Access Pipeline, which runs just north of the Standing Rock Sioux reservation. Today, our Keely Arthur spoke to UW basketball star Bronson Koenig, who has been openly vocal in his opposition to the pipeline. Keely.
Well, Koenig's first reaction was happiness, but he quickly remembered that there is still a lot that needs to happen before the pipeline is moved further away from native land. Here's what he had to say and what will likely happen next.
There are only 10 Native Americans playing all of Division I basketball.
Not a lot of people know about Native American issues and just Native American culture in general.
But since becoming a Badger basketball star, Bronson Koenig of the Ho-Chunk tribe has given a lot more voice to those issues.
I'm thankful to be able to use my platform to inform and educate people.
Koenig has spent the past few months shedding light on the Dakota Access Pipeline, being built just a half a mile from the Standing Rock Sioux reservation. Even making the trip out to North Dakota in September, joining thousands of other protesters.
That's all I really try to do is bring some more awareness to the issue.
Richard Monette, a UW-Madison professor, says the exposure Koenig and other demonstrators brought helped sway the Army Corps of Engineers.
I don't think that we can in any way deny that didn't play a huge role.
But this is far from the end. Monette says the decision will likely go to federal court, with Dakota Access arguing denying the building permit was arbitrary and that Sioux natives were well aware of the company's plans, making the construction legal.
They, I think, have a good case, frankly, because of that point that there was a consultation here. We didn't get the natives' consent, but there was a consultation.
Depending on what happens, the pipeline could stay put or move somewhere else. Dakota Access will likely continue to build without the permit, incurring daily fines. As for Koenig, he's staying cautiously optimistic, hoping the work he and other protesters have done so far will mean something in the end.
This is a small victory, and there's still a lot of work to be done.
President-elect Donald Trump, who has publicly supported the completion of the pipeline, can also overturn the Army Corps of Engineers' decision once he assumes office in a little more than 40 days.
Keely Arthur reporting for us tonight. Thanks, Keely.